Hello, fight fans. Welcome to Boxing with the guys. I'm right here with my bro Raphael Dawkins of Combat Radio, man.
Yes. It's a pleasure for me to be on here with you, Boxing Black Center. You just done a video with me. Now I'm returning the favor. That's how we work together.
Yeah, man, we work together, and yeah, as usual, collaboration is always nice. By the way, guys, go subscribe to my personal YouTube channel right here. You can see it on the screen at Raymond F. Yogbody, man. You know, go on YouTube and search for this name, and you find me there. And then you can also find a link on my community page as well. So let's talk about the current news. You know what I mean? And the original one's Joseph Parker again. You know, he only has, that's the only loss he has on his record, and he wants to redeem it and avenge that loss, man. What are your thoughts about that, bro?
Avenging the loss to Joseph Parker. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't believe that's the way it's gonna play out. It might be. We don't know. Boxing. This is boxing. Boxing's crazy. We just don't know what's gonna happen from one day to the next. How I see it most likely playing out, we know that the WBO have just issued a statement that they are putting forward Usyk as the mandatory for whoever wins the Joshua v Ruiz fight. How I see it playing out is I see Ruiz looking for the biggest payday. Make hay while the sun shines. We all know that. Make hay while the sun shines. So he's going to look for the biggest payday. And I think his biggest payday is probably going to be Wilder. So I think he's going to drop the WBO belt. Well, he's going to negotiate with them first. They're not going to have it. He's going to drop the WBO belt, fight Wilder. If he gets through Wilder, which he could, if he gets through Wilder, then he'll look for the next biggest payday.
Bro, that would be a duck if he does drop the WBO belt, not to fight Usyk, man.
Ducking's a big part of the game.
That's a big duck, and he's not gonna have a good reputation, man.
Hey, they don't care over in Mexico, my friend. They don't care. He can duck as much as he wants, so long as he brings that belt. So long as he fights over there or near there, LA, it's close enough.
Okay, what if the IBF call their mandatory then?
Who's the mandatory? Who's the IBF?
Kubrat Pulev.
You'll fight Pulev. Probably beat him.
I don't think original beats Pulev, bro.
You don't think so?
Pulev is a jab master. Listen,
he's good. He's very good.
Him beating Joshua does not guarantee he beats anyone else. In fact, I'm telling you right now, Ruiz and the Ruiz Jr. in my opinion, and how I see the guy is one-dimensional guy, fighter that only has one style, okay? And that style can be contained by jabbers. And listen, Joshua should have stuck a jab on his face every goddamn minute. And that's a strategy. When I don't know if you know about Rafa Akbayori. I mean, he's a Nigerian heavyweight prospect right now. You know, you might not have heard of him now, but soon you will hear of the guy. Right. He's a monster, a 6'8", underrated, skillful monster. A guy like that, I watched the sparring, you know, and also some of his fights. That guy knows how to keep a fight on the bay. This is how I want Joshua to fight. Let's wish Joshua to fight and the original, but I believe Joshua will go with their own strategy because at the end of the day, he is the guy who knows himself. But I believe that if he really want to be successful in a rematch, he has to get some, you know, technical personers and maybe a co-trainer like Freddie Roach to support him technically wise. I mean,
he should. Really? I don't know, but he should. So I see Andy Ruiz going for Wilder. I think he could easily beat Wilder. That's a 50-50 fight. And then who does he go after? He might go, I don't know. He might go Parker. He could go Parker because that's a 50 fight again. And if it happens in America, or it's probably 60-40 fight in Ruiz's favor. And if it happens in Mexico, it's probably a 70-30 fight.
Laughing Chinese, man.
Yeah, so Ruiz has got some cards in his hands. if Joshua messes up again, he's got the world at his feet.
It's crazy how boxing works. It's crazy how things turn around all of a sudden. Joshua actually defeated himself, I have to say. Joshua defeated himself.
Of course.
Because Joshua looked past Ruiz and kept mentioning Wilder's name. Wilder. Every interview was about Wilder. You know, I mean, you go back and look at the pre-fight interviews. Man, it was all interviews that I did. It was about Wilder. I cannot blame him because people were just asking too much about Wilder.
Yes.
Wilder. People want him to knock Ruiz out. No one even talked about Ruiz Jr. Do you think Joshua's loss is a lesson to all elite fighters not to look past their opponent?
It's a big lesson. I mean, we got Dillian White now fighting Rivas, and that's another potential banana skin he could slip on. But with Joshua just losing, I think every boxer, every top-rate boxer, every favorite in every boxing bout can think, wow, Joshua just lost. I have to make sure I cross my T's and dot my I's. That's the expression we have over here. Cross your T's and dot your I's. Make sure everything is correct.
Have you heard the news, the current news? Not that long ago, Anthony Taylor stated that Joshua's team ended the year and fade him. They said because his team did not study Ruiz Jr. before that bout. They should have studied him, but instead they just thought it was gonna walk past by, and they did not study him. Normally, when you're fighting a guy, you have to study them, and you don't look past them.
Well, he's saying that. How does he know? Is he got a spy in the camp?
No, I actually believe him. If you go watch the interview, if you go listen to what he had to say, you will understand that. He said, listen, at the end of Matthew Boxing and Team Joshua, all members of Team Joshua fade Joshua, that's for sure. Because Joshua, listen, Rob McCracken, according to what we heard so far, Joshua was awake, prior to the bout, watching Ruiz Jr.'s fight.
That's not good.
And before you go to, that's not good because you've got to have a strategy. And also, he was telling his coach, what's he gonna do next? What did he hit me with? You're gonna understand that, bro. That was, listen, we know he got concussed, inspiring, all those stuff, but something wasn't right. I'm not gonna make excuses, but I believe that happened. But the thing is that you've got to also study your opponent. Right now, I think he will study him, and I think it's going to be a very different fight. Ruiz Jr. is now getting pompous, thinking that he can just go in there and blast Joshua like he did before, and that might play into Joshua's hands, and people are kind of Joshua out. Americans, they are shitting on Joshua. British people have turned against Joshua, or some of them, I'm not saying some of them have turned their back on Joshua. And it's nice, like all those guys, I know all of them now. It's nice because when Joshua redeems himself, all those guys, they're gonna come out of the woodwork and say, "Oh, go, Joshua this or that." Listen, life is crazy, bro. People change, but one thing is certain: BBC never changed, bro.
And Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio
never change as well. Raphael Dawkins
never change. Just speak the truth. We look at the analytics, study the analytics, and come up with our conclusions.
Do you think style-wise, Joseph Parker and Ruiz Jr. is a monster fight?
Well, it was a good fight before. So it's going to be a good fight again. It's going to be one hell of a fight.
Maybe a better fight this time because Ruiz Jr. now, if he lose the rematch, at least he can say I was once a unified heavyweight champion. That's something huge, and he will believe in himself against anyone.
Always.
You know what I mean? So that's crazy to even think about that, man.
Absolutely.
Okay, do you see what do you see Ruiz Jr.? Okay, if Ruiz Jr. and Wilder fight right now, for example, if Ruiz Jr. managed to get past Anthony Joshua, which I doubt, and he gets to fight Wilder, who's the A side?
Well, Wilder side believed they were A side against Joshua, and they only had one strap, and Joshua had 3 or 4. So they're gonna think they're the A side still. But in my mind, it's the unified champ is the A side. There's no question. The unified champ is the A side.
That's crazy. And that, we have to also blame Water for this, loss as well, because Water and Joshua should have just unified, but Water and his team, they were too greedy. They
scared.
They wanted more.
Maybe they were scared too.
And listen, even till now, Water don't want no part of Joshua. That's surprising. Like, he's lost now.
To this day.
To this day, like he says, he don't want a part of Joshua. Like, have you ever seen him talk about Joshua fight happening? Like, it's okay, now he's lost. Now I will fight him. No.
He still don't want it. And the reason he don't want it is because he knows Joshua lost to a totally different style. So that doesn't make it easier for Wilder.
Just crazy, man. The heavy division is doing very, very phenomenal right now, and Joshua is at the top, I must say, because he's still the only cash cow in the heavy division, man. Is there any other cash cow like you heard about the Tyson Fury of 5 tickets, 5,500 tickets sold, and Top Rank lied about that. What are your thoughts about that, man?
Well, they tried to make Fury out to be this big shot over in America, and clearly that's not the case. He sold 5,500 tickets, gave 1,600 away.
Damn, man!
And then they lied, saying they sold 9,000.
I love it, Johnny's, man.
So that's the reason. That's the reason why now it looks likely that it's going to be Wilder versus Fury next. Now the Fury people said, well, we might as well go in the Lions Den again. Why not? Because we're only going to make peanuts. We're only going to make peanuts fighting these low-hanging fruit.
But so what about $100 million? It's not guaranteed, or what?
I don't think it's guaranteed. I think that's hype. They've hyped up the numbers, hyped up the figures. Listen, Bob Arum is not a stupid man. He's a businessman. And he's been in this game for decades. So he's only going to pay a fighter what the fighter generates.
A guy who promoted Muhammad Ali.
He's only going to pay a fighter what the fighter generates. He's not generating much money with these little low-hanging fruit here.
That's why he dumped Andy Ruiz Jr. He said Ruiz financially wasn't bringing nothing to the table, and when they gave him bumps to fight, they couldn't knock them out. That's strange.
There you go. But things turn around. Look at Klitschko versus who was that guy who dropped him 5 times, 6 times, 7 times? Who was that guy?
Is it not Simon Peter or?
No, it was his name escapes me now, but
is it Corey Sanders?
Oh yeah, there we go. But it was another guy. There's another guy. His name escapes me.
Lemon Brewster.
Sorry, thank you. It was in my head, but I thought, am I right? Brewster's Millions. But anyway, I think it was Brewster dropped him in excess of 5 times in that fight. So things change. So Andy Ruiz was in a slump at one point, and now he's come up. He's come up now. And who's to say with his confidence being so high that he won't stay up? Who's to say that? Listen, it's hills and valleys, man. It's hills and valleys. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. But this is heavyweight boxing. If you get down, you can come back up. And if you get up, you can come back down.
but now that Parker is signed to Matrimony and Eddie Hearn, doesn't that make it a little bit things more balanced? Because if they get a fight, financially Parker will be set for life, I guess.
Parker will be set for life.
He's already set for life. He's already
set for life. He could be generational wealth now.
Yeah.
His kids could be set for life now.
That's crazy, bro. I'm very glad that the division is back, and we cannot wait to see who's next. I believe that Rafael Akbajori, Nigerian monster, C-set monster, will definitely shake up the division. He's more talented than Ajagba, but Ajagba tends to be more powerful, but he's more talented than Ajagba ski-wise. Ajagba's are also there, coming up, but not being signed to Heyman is a usual block to get big fights, because we know Heyman doesn't allow his fighters to going against each other, to going against another father of another network. So it's just crazy, man. That's why we didn't get to see the Wilder and Joshua bout, even though they don't offer the guy the sum of $120 million. He turned it down because Heyman and Chalafigo wanted to do so. So now they lost out, man. They've lost out. So no, a lot of people are not really eager to see the fight anymore, but the fight will definitely happen, and it's gonna be a huge fight still anyway, because of both of those guys are monsters. So thanks guys for joining me. Thanks bro. Go subscribe to Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. And he's a good guy, you know, very, very polite, very, very intelligent, very, very intellectually endowed, you know, like me.
Thank you.
And you know, so we're taking it to the next level, man. Go subscribe, show support to the man, and also go subscribe to my personal YouTube channel. Where go on YouTube, search for Raymond F. Ogbede. I'm gonna actually post the link on the comment section as well, so you guys can go check it out. And there is Junior wants a rematch against Joseph the Dreamer Parker, you know, and if he managed to defeat Anthony Joshua, but he believes he can do so. He calls Joshua, you know, a no boxer, saying that he has no skills, and there's, you know, getting poppers right now, man. And we see what happens. The Unified Heavyweight King of the Universe and the Joshua will definitely be back and definitely show improve the titles wrong, man. Stay blessed, stay hungry. We'll be right back very soon. I guess but Raphael Dawkins has some things to do. Go check out his channel. He just released some top videos right now.
Yes.
With myself.
Yes.
Go check it out. After we're done here right now, I'm going to actually go check that out, man. Stay blessed, stay blessed, stay blessed.